Welcome aboard the Seatbelt Sign podcast. We've been cleared for takeoff.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Today, I'm talking to a good friend of mine, Jenna. Jenna and I have known each other for many years, and it's because of Jenna I have met my beautiful girlfriend. So, Jenna, love you bunches. I'm glad that you took some time to talk to me today.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Hell yeah. So, Jenna is an anxious flyer.
Very anxious.
Very anxious, does not like flying. She gets scared. She contacts me almost every day and says, "Did you see this airplane crash?" I mean, you are the encyclopedia of airplane incidences on the internet. It's crazy.
I get worried about you. I know you're out there. I know you're flying. And I see these things in North Carolina and all over. And I know that you're out there. And so I just go over to Aaron sometimes. I said, "Is Nick flying today?"
I know. And I get texts. You're not the only one. A lot of people text me. Appreciate it. I appreciate having all the love from all my friends that are concerned for me.
Yeah, of course. But no, I'm terrified. I just thought of sitting on a plane. I mean, the times that Aaron have flown with me, I think I just buried my head in her while we took off, and then we passed out on the flight, and then on the way down, same deal. I can't deal with it.
So how many times have you flown in your life?
A good amount, like
let's say more than 20.
Between probably like 10 and 20, I would think.
And even as a kid, were you afraid of flying, or is it something that you grew into as an adult?
I think I grew into it as an adult. I don't think I was I don't know. I've always been an anxious person, but I don't think I was scared of flying so much until I was an adult, when I realized things can happen to me.
Let's talk about, you're about to go on a vacation with Aaron. We're going back to Vegas. We're going to have a wonderful time, but you have to conquer this flight on the way there. So when does the anxiety begin? Is it like the night before?
No, it's like right now that you're talking about it.
Well, obviously, we're not even going anywhere.
I know, and I'm just thinking about it.
Like, let's say, like, okay, so we're going to Vegas in November for Aaron's birthday.
Okay.
When does the anxiety really, like,
ramp up?
The creepy crawlers start going. Is it days before? Is it the night before? Is it the moment you walk in the airport? And talk to me about how the level builds. And now, like, how stressed out am I?
I probably would start telling her every so often up until the day that we left. Like, I'm really nervous about this. Like, what are we going to do? Are we going to be okay? Like, nothing's going to happen to our plane. Probably, from the moment that I knew that we were going. And then booking the tickets. Like, am I going to have to go on 2 flights? Or am I going to have to go on 1 flight? Is it going to be...
True.
Because that is scary as well. It's like, because you have to do the whole taking off and landing again. So...
It's so funny. That's the most fearful part, because for me, that's the most fun part out of the whole thing. Take off and landing, baby.
Isn't that when things can go wrong the most, though?
It's where the most accidents happen, yes.
Yeah, and so, like, we're going to go landing in California or something to get to Vegas, and our plane is going to flip upside down. We're never going to get there. So, we can't take 2 flights. We have to do 1.
Just 1. Okay, direct flight.
So, I mean, that's already... I mean, we did that when we went to Vegas.
Well, okay, so now let's jump to... It's the night before. You're packed up.
Yeah.
And you're pacing around your house because you can't go to sleep. So what are you doing to calm yourself down? Are you, like, unpacking your shit and repacking? Or are you just watching TV?
Oh, man.
Because I would assume in those scenarios, you can't fall asleep in your bed.
No, I mean, I am probably up and about. I might be, like, crafting. Watching TV, my heart's racing. There's no way I would be going to bed. I don't know. I'd probably have to be with Aaron the night before just to, like, keep me grounded and be like, everything is fine. This is normal. Like, you fly at almost, like, constantly, and people that I know fly all the time, and they're okay, but not me.
Cool. So now it's getting worse.
Okay.
And you're, like, the next person to start the TSA. And he's like, take your shoes off. Laptops out the bag. No water bottles. They're yelling at you. They're doing all this shit. So, like, you haven't even gone through the metal detector yet. Now, how are you feeling?
Maybe,
Is it, like, worse? Or are you kind of like, well, I'm here now.
Well, I don't know.
I can't do anything.
I think, like, going through TSA and stuff as, like, boring and tedious as it can be is, like, the exciting part for me.
Oh, you like that part?
It's different. I mean, I don't like waiting in lines. I'm
Yeah, of
not
course.
patient, and I don't like being in crowds of people. So all those things would sound like I don't like it. But it's like going through the airport and like, ooh, let's go get a snack.
Whatever, dude. You can be honest. The only reason that you like TSA is because you like to see the X-ray images of the bags and see if you can see weird shit in people's bags.
Okay, that true. I am
You're
nosy.
probably, yeah, I know you. Your
you
eyes are
getting
glued
beat?
to that screen all the time.
You're going back? What are you getting searched for?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know I've been typically pulled to the side as many times as I have flown to get checked, and I'm like, do I look suspicious?
Yeah, I remember
Snacks. Oh yeah, they checked my bag. It was full of snacks, and they were like, something like, I don't even think I could have that many snacks. Like I think they.
They're just like, dude, we know you're gonna pass these out to everybody, and all the vendors are gonna lose money today because you're packing all these snacks.
Oh, I didn't think about it like that. I was just stacking up on snacks. I was ready.
Snacks stacking. Dude.
Yeah, and literally, I think they did. I pulled my bag because I had so many snacks.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
But yeah, and so then we're sitting at the terminal, right? That's the next step.
Yep, you're sitting at your gate, and hopefully they didn't move it like 3 different times, and you had to bounce all around. So hopefully, that happens to me all the time. You didn't have to deal with that.
Okay.
All right. Luckily, they were like, Jenna, we knew that you were coming today, and we wanted you to board the flight first
Wow.
because we appreciate your safety. So you can jump right on. All right, you're sitting in your seat. You got your seatbelt fastened. We've already gone through the safety briefing. Erin's sitting next to you. She's holding your hand, and you hear the ding dong, and we're clear for takeoff. All right? We're starting that right turn out onto the runway, and then all of a sudden you hear the shh of the engine spooling up. All right?
Yep.
What's your heart rate doing?
I'm
Are you feeling crazy? Are you squeezing the hell out of Erin's hand, or?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Even just thinking about the situation, like I'm saying, my heart's racing just because it gives me so much anxiety. I'm probably not holding her hand. I'm probably holding her whole arm. And like my body is probably like in her shoulder. I'm like shielding myself from this takeoff and landing, acting like it's not going to happen. But I'm shaking in my boots. Like, I'm scared.
And when you level off in cruise, and let's say there's no turbulence, it's just smooth sailing up there at 32,000 feet for a 2-hour flight, and then you begin your descent, right? And you're coming down into Vegas or something.
Mm-hmm. Well,
for those 2 hours where it's just steady cruising, are you chilling? Are you watching movies? You're like, all right, everything is good.
I definitely would try to watch movies, but there would be part of me thinking at any moment we're about to fall out of the sky. It does not matter how well the plane is going or how great the pilots are, how trained everybody is. It doesn't matter. All of a sudden it's just going to fall out of the sky or explode, and we're done for.
Something to mention about Jenna and my lovely girlfriend Erin. They are big horror movie fans. Okay. Now, I just want to let you know, in cruise flight, the likelihood of something happening to make you fall out of the sky would literally have to be like an asteroid flew through the plane. Because even if both engines were on fire, remember, you still have your wings. So the wings keep you flying, and you literally just glide down to the ground, and there's a million airports to land at. But there's a movie. It's the Twilight Zone movie.
Oh, wait, is this with the helicopter?
There's like a bunch of scenes in this movie.
Okay.
It was made back in like the late 90s. My captain just showed it to me. And there's this scene where this guy is going insane on a plane. He's literally losing his mind because he keeps looking out the window, and there's a gremlin that jumps onto the wing, and it starts ripping it apart. Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Woman on the wing of the plane. Yeah, I think I have.
Okay, if not, we're going to rewatch it, and I'm going to traumatize the hell out of you. But it is a crazy scenario where this gremlin starts destroying the wings, and I'm telling you, like, that would have to be real for you to fall out of the sky, okay? It is not happening.
Like, dude, does anybody else see this gremlin?
Dude, it's a crazy scene. It's very good. We'll have to go watch it and tell the listeners to go watch the Twilight Zone movie.
Oh, wait, I do have a question.
Oh, shoot. Let's go.
When you are flying in the plane as a pilot,
Yeah.
can you listen to music, or you just listen to radio?
Yeah, you sure can. You totally can.
Like,
so, a lot of people have these headphones made by Bose, and they have Bluetooth on them. And it's excellent because the airplane can be pretty noisy, especially the smaller airplanes that I fly. So all of these headphones, they have noise canceling in them, which is just amazing on its own. Because, dude, I had to downgrade back to my old headphones and it's just so loud. So imagine just for hours you hear, and then eventually like ATC's like, hey, turn left, you know. So mainly I got these new headphones for the noise canceling, but they also have the audio feature, and they have it perfectly. So if anybody else talks on the microphone, it quiets the music.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it's like when you drive your car, you know, if you're driving an 8-hour drive, you're like, bro, I need some tunes to keep me going.
Right.
Same way in the airplane, and especially like when we get up to cruise, you know, depending on your altitude, but if you're high up there, there's not that many other people around, so you're just chilling, and ATC's just like, yep, he's still chilling. He's got to go. It's like Pac-Man for them. He's like, I gotta see. They're just like looking at us as a dot on their screen, and they're like, yeah, he's with me for the next hour and 20 minutes. There's nobody in this part of the sky.
Okay.
So dude, we're just up there jamming. Like I listen to podcasts and like all kinds of good stuff.
I was wondering, when they talk, it comes through the same headphone.
Yep. Yeah, it's perfect.
That's very cool.
But me personally, like when I'm coming into land and stuff, I just turn it off because number one, it's like distracting.
Right.
And I think like 99% of pilots out there would say that, you know. But have I ever landed a plane like at an airport by myself and I just had like Ozzy Osbourne blaring through my head? Hell yeah, dude, because it was pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, so heard a new accident today. I didn't get to tell you about.
Oh, dude, is this the North Carolina one?
I'm not sure.
Okay, tell me.
But basically, what I saw was something that this younger couple had a plane and they had like a young child, and basically everyone was saying they recently saw the child riding his bike around the plane on TikTok, and the caption was something like, "Isn't it amazing that like your dad can take you anywhere you want to go at any time?" And they showed the number on the plane and all of that. And then the next slide was a news story, and it was the plane crashed, and you could see the number, and all three of them had passed away.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So like all her TikTok was about them flying and him being a pilot and them doing it together.
Yeah.
And then that happened, and just recently, apparently.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, you guys have seen the Final Destination movies. Like, I sometimes wonder if there's ever a component to it like that, because there's also moments where, man, nobody should have survived. Everybody should have been dead.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like the India flight.
Right.
Okay, so that thing crashed into a hospital.
Right.
And one dude survived. Okay.
And he was walking around.
Dude, so it's like those. So that one was crazy because it was only one guy. But sometimes it's like 2/3 of the airplane, and it's people in an area where like, damn, that actually wasn't the most safe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I think.
Or like the one that happened up in Canada. Remember where the girl hit the wing and it broke off, and they did a barrel roll, and then they all. You remember this? This was in the beginning of this year. Remember? Yeah.
I probably do.
Yeah, dude. And everybody survived, and nothing, like, literally a wing broke off, and everybody survived.
Like a big passenger plane?
Yeah, it was American Airlines.
Oh, my goodness.
You remember. I'll show you the story later, but.
Lord.
Yeah, so, I don't know. That's my answer to that is, like, sometimes it's guys who don't have enough training. But then also, too, it's, like, sometimes it's just a scenario that even the best pilot in the world just, like, couldn't conquer.
Right.
And they did like 6 to 8 things to try to fix it, you know? Sometimes it's just your time, man, and you just zap and you're gone.
Yeah. It's just wild how many families lately have been flying these small planes, and they've all just perished in the crashes. It's just.
Well, hey, I think you're onto something. PSA to all the local pilots out there with families on board. Continue to get training. So if you're doing this in the aviation industry, those guys are going back every 6 months to 12 months.
Oh, wow.
They put them in a simulator, which acts exactly like the airplane. It's so crazy, dude. I did the.
Is it like a.
Bro, it's like, have you ever been to like a cool like VR arcade?
Yeah.
Imagine that like times 1,000. And it's so trippy because we're flying an airplane, right? So this box that we're in, it has to like make it feel like when you're on takeoff and you're like whoosh, and then same way as like when you're descending and coming into land. And dude, it feels exactly the same way. Like, it's gnarly.
Maybe I need to ride that thing.
Dude, it's dope. And because it's you and your captain, so it's the whole cockpit, and then like there's like an examiner station in the back for 2 more chairs, and they have all these buttons so they can make all these failures happen on the airplane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like literally, you've been you've lost both engines, or this wing's on fire, or all that type of shit. Like they run you through all those emergencies, so that way when it hits, you're just muscle memory. You don't even think. You just boop 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 boop, boop and you just do all your bullet points in your head. So yeah, and those guys are doing that every 6 months. So hey, I think to all the laymen out there with your young families, just because you got your license doesn't mean you shouldn't continue training. All right, always be learning.
Yeah, continued education.
Yeah, right. All right, so now we're descending, and we're about to land in Vegas.
Okay.
All right, is this the scariest part? Is this worse than takeoff?
I don't think so. I feel like takeoff and being in the air is more scary to me because maybe it's the beginning and I'm looking forward to being back on the ground. But then again, isn't takeoff like landing one of the hardest things?
It's not really the hardest thing. I mean, you're kind of wondering, is it like where the most accidents lie? Maybe only because you got to hit the earth to die, right? So
well, yes, the stopping.
Right. It's like, I mean, of course, there's probably less fatalities in the air because you'd have to blow up, and so yeah, landing is, I guess, spooky, but it's the most fun part, dude.
Oh, for you?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Will they let you take me on one of those simulator rides?
No, but I can just take you in the real airplane and we can do everything.
Do you want me to cry?
No, dude, I definitely want you to cry. But I would love for you to jump in a plane with me and go do a takeoff and landing. I think maybe you would not overcome your fear, but you would just be more informed as to like what they're doing, so it solves some of the mystery. You know what I mean?
But is like riding in a plane your size similar to like a truck versus a car, because like one you can feel so much more.
Yeah. So fundamentally, no. Like,
really?
Yeah, it all works the same. It's just that on a big plane, there's just more buttons and shit. But you still got to land it on 3 wheels. You still got 2 wings. So, yeah. And I guess in terms of like comfort for you, if we went up in the evening when there was calm winds, dude, you'd have like the smoothest landing of your life, and you'd be like, dang, that was so cool.
Yeah, we would land and we would be okay, and then just like at the last second we would flip over.
Nah. Nah, dude. It would never happen.
Okay.
All right, well, have you ever talked to a professional about this? Have you ever been like, this is a anxiety issue for me? And have you ever been issued like some coaching on any of that?
Yeah, so I mean,
I'm just curious for all the other anxious flyers out there,
Yeah, so I mean, having like a mantra kind of helps depending on the level of anxiety. Like, it's like, I am cool, I am in control, I am confident, like, I got this. I don't know, my regular doctor has given me like Valium from time to time to fly, but that like will knock me out for the rest of the day. So
you don't like it?
I mean, it's nice for the anxiety part of flying, but then afterwards I'm like, I need a nap, and we're going to Vegas, right?
Yeah, dude, we got plans.
Yeah, I can't be doing that.
All right, well, maybe just some melatonin. Maybe we just take a little nap on the plane.
Yeah, a little 5-hour nap.
Slept for the first 10 hours.
Yeah, I think we slept the whole time there, and then I was in the middle seat on the way back with Aaron on one side and a gentleman on the other.
When you're on those flights, do you like to wear a neck pillow?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think I definitely took one, but
you didn't even use it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have a little comfort blanket that I bring with me.
Oh, okay. So blanket, huh?
Yeah.
Safety blanket.
Like a child, yes.
Well, that's okay. Maybe other people need a nice blanket when they travel.
Yeah, I guess if I'm going to die, I'll die with that because I've had it the whole time. Might as well take it with me.
I like it. That's awesome. All right, so you're taxiing in and you're like 3 rows away from standing up, getting your bag, and getting off the plane.
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you? Are you like, is it like you just finished a marathon, or it's just like, thank God we didn't die?
It's probably like you've been holding your breath and your shoulders have been up towards your ears the whole time, and then you're finally on the ground and you just like release all that tension.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like, oh my God, we made it.
And we in Vegas, baby.
And we're in Vegas, baby.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so getting on the ground, I'm excited. I'm not even thinking about how scared I was 15, 20 minutes ago because now I made it. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then it starts out all over because we have to go back.
Yeah, it starts all over.
Well, hopefully you party for 3 days and you have a great time, and the bad feeling doesn't settle in until the last morning you wake up and you go, oh shit, we're flying home today. And then it's like 3 days of Vegas plus having to go fly. It all hits you all at once, and you're like, oh no, I've been bad.
Sounds like you're setting me up for failure.
I know. I'm just hyping you up. I'm trying to get a crazy story out of you.
Jeez. No, I mean, I like to sleep on a plane if I can. You might as well knock me out. Or else I'm going to sit there the whole time freaking out, telling you, are we going to crash?
I would love it, dude, because I'd be nerding out to you the whole time. I'd be telling you, actually, so in this phase of the flight, this is what the air's doing over the wing, and it's cool because of this. And you'd be like, bro, you're so boring. And you would probably put you to sleep.
I think just the thought that like a plane can hover in the air with all of that weight and it's just like going and gliding, that's just like so impossible sounding. So do you have to adjust your cabin pressure when you go up high like a regular airplane does?
Dude, excellent question. Love it. Yes. So cabin pressure is very important. Anytime we're above 12,000 feet, you have to have oxygen on board. All right. So like, even if your plane isn't built for it, you bring literally like those little things that you see at hospitals, like those oxygen tanks, and you just wrap it over your nose.
What? Really?
Yeah, because so above 12,000 feet, the body, the air is thin, and so we like
hypoxia or whatever.
Yeah, so our brain cognition and our function goes down a lot, and so they've shown tests where they put a pilot at 30,000 feet, and this is like in a chamber, like in a university, right? So you're at 30,000 feet, so the oxygen's so little. And they give them those little puzzles that you give to infants, those like little wood blocks with the shapes.
Yes.
And they're like, all right, guys, put those together. And, bro, they're like,
what? That's crazy.
Yeah. And then immediately, so then they pump the oxygen back in, and it's like, so you have to be able to put your oxygen mask on very quickly. So what do we do for passengers, right? We always want to keep the cabin pressure inside the airplane at 6,000 feet.
Okay.
Right? You can go all the way up to 10. But at 6,000, it's like very comfortable.
Okay.
Everybody's going to be breathing like really easily.
Uh-huh.
And as we go up, so an airplane is a tube inside of a tube. All right.
Right. Okay.
So the way that we pressurize is it's just like, imagine your thermos for your coffee, right? Like we just squeeze that space in between and we hold that air in. But it's not like fake air that we just circulate.
Right.
So there's fresh air that comes in and it goes and we keep it at 6,000 and then it floats all the way to the back by the bathrooms and there's an exit. Because if it was just a tube and it was enclosed, it would pop.
Right.
Like a balloon. So there's free air that's like always flowing through your airplane. Don't think that like when COVID happened, people were like, oh, and like the recycled air, how are you gonna clean it? It's like, bro, it's air. It's floating in and it's floating out. Like,
is it the same air that would come out of the masks if they drop down?
No. Good question. No, those are separate oxygen bottles, and they have to be aviation rated. So that means it can't even have 99.9% zero moisture. It has to have 100% zero moisture. So in a hospital, you don't have to have that high of like a rating. It can have a little bit of air or water in your oxygen tank, but for us at altitude, it'll freeze.
Oh.
So we have to have zero moisture in our tanks.
So like
Can't
even
0.1%.
when Aaron goes up, you guys have had oxygen?
No, because we don't go that high.
When
we go to the beach, we go at like probably 6,000 feet. And
Okay.
and then when I brought her home, we had to stay at 5,000 and we were flying through the clouds. And I'm like trying to talk her through it, telling her like as if she were my student. And I look over, bro, she's like this, squinting, closing my eyes as hard as possible, just waiting till we got out of the clouds. And I was like trying to tell her everything step by step, so in case like she's feeling nauseous, at least
knows what's going on.
Instead, she's like, "Fuck that! I'm closing my eyes. Fuck the nausea."
That would be me. That would have been me.
And then when I noticed that, I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna stop talking because maybe that'll be more comforting," you know. But we got out of the clouds and she was fine.
Okay, so do you go that high with your students?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the new mantra in instructing aviation. From day one, prepare everybody for the worst.
Right.
And understand, like, when bad things happen.
Right.
How to try to fix it and how to have a plan B and C.
Not panic.
Right. Because, like, the old way was like, okay, you know, and by lesson 10, we start talking like emergencies, like what if you lost your engine?
Oh, okay.
Or what if you lost your radio? Or what if you lost it?
Right.
But now it's like, there's a thing called the law of primacy.
Okay.
Whatever you learn first is the hardest thing to unlearn. So like if you learn a bad habit in the beginning,
right,
it's the hardest lesson to undo.
Right.
So the new kind of mantra is like, hey, we're prepping from day one for emergencies in real life, you know?
Catastrophe.
Because being a pilot isn't just knowing how to drive the machine.
Right.
It's the most important is like the decision making.
Okay.
Decision making skills, yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. You have to be able to make a decision in an emergency.
Yeah.
And save people.
Yeah, and honestly too, I'd say being a good pilot, you just gotta be friendly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because what I teach all my students is, all right, let's say that you and I were flying over the lake,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden, boom, like the engine just dies.
Right.
Okay, we got a big lake below us, or we got a bunch of forest around, right?
Okay.
So I would tell you, Jenna, I say, hey, look, water squishy, okay? We're gonna go land in the water instead of trying to land on top of these trees. You're going to want to scoot your seat back all the way to the back. Tighten that seatbelt all the way down. Pop that door right before we touch down in the water. I'll tell you when. And also, if we're going to land in the water, there's a likelihood that we might flip. So, do you remember how to swim?
Oh my God, dude.
Do you remember how to swim, Jenna? Yes or no? We're wasting time. We're going down.
I was a
airplane.
lifeguard at once upon a time.
Excellent. So you can swim just fine. Now listen.
None of them strapped in.
You're going to keep your seatbelt tightened until we hit the water. I'll tell you when to unbuckle, and then we're going to swim away from the airplane. Okay? So it's not can you do it, but this is what we're doing. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So that's like a decision right there that you got to make, right?
Well, you've made the decision. Right, and I don't have to think or do anything but what you've instructed.
Yeah. And from
Right.
day one, I tell them, like, this is how you would brief a passenger in the event of emergency.
So in that event, would that be loud? Like, would you be yelling that at me, or would you be trying to speak in that same volume and tone?
Oh, just how I did it to you just now.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, you have to be really friendly. That's all I was
Oh, okay.
Is like,
You okay?
you have to very
I
calmly
get it.
instruct somebody how to deal with this thing where we might die. And do it safely and successfully.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I guess if you're like.
But I mean, yeah,
right
like
now.
just to reassure you, because like I'm sure a lot of captains at most major airlines, they're probably just like a really good team coach, you know? And
Right.
They're like that guy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they're trying to help their flight attendants, they're trying to help their co-pilot, all the ground crew. Like, one last question for you here. With your research of accidents and incidences, do you ever just see all the crazies in the airport and like on the flights nowadays? Do you see all these like world star videos
That's
of
like
people just going ape shit
one
in
of my
airports?
favorite things
You
to
love
watch.
that?
I feel bad for all the staff because I get it, like in customer service, but people are crazy.
Bruh, people are crazy. The wildest one that I just saw, this lady
Yeah.
grabbed one of the big ass fire extinguishers off a wall and just started walking around and just
Oh my God.
dude. And like at first she just sprayed a little bit, then she goes wild in a corner, dude. And people disappeared from view. Dude, there was like so much of this shit. She was having so much fun spraying this thing. And then the end of the video was 2 cops like had her ass pinned.
Oh
on the
yeah,
floor
they don't
and
play
had her
around.
cuffed and her fucking feet bound up. Like they're like, nah, girl, you're gonna sit in time out for 5 minutes.
You done.
Dude, like I cannot believe that one. And like just the fights are just like
It's just the amount of
nuts.
people, like nobody has patience for each other anymore, and like everyone is trying to get there first, right? It's just about them, like I'm the one on this flight. Like people are meaner than ever, I think, is one of the issues.
So when you go to the airport, do you feel like you gotta put your guard up? Are you acting like you're New York City tough and like fuck everybody too? Or are you just like, I'm freaking out, everybody, y'all need to chill? Could you see yourself losing your mind and going off on somebody, or you would just be too nervous to even have that much energy on another person?
I have been called a brat before, and I have to agree with it. If I'm anxious, then I'm agitated. And if we're in line and you're not moving, or like you're on top of me, I might say something. I might be like I don't understand why we can't move, or like I guess we're just gonna stand on top of each other today. Like
So you do get a little attitudey, huh?
I definitely can.
Exactly.
Yeah, I 100%.
Well, that's interesting. Maybe the fire extinguisher lady, maybe she was just really scared to get on her flight and just
Maybe she
cracked.
freaked out and like people were being mean. Everyone else was acting hot. She wanted to cool them down. I mean, that must
exactly, dude. Well, yeah, I'm just curious because I'm gonna go talk to a psychologist or psychiatrist. I don't know the difference, but
yeah,
I'm gonna ask them what's the deal with this uptick. Yeah, I'm gonna ask the psychologist about the craziest at the airport. Well, Jenna, appreciate you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Anytime. I'll tell you anytime. My pleasure.
Clear to land. Wing 280 at 7 off.